Whispers of Hogwarts. Welcome, dear listener. As night falls and the world grows still, allow your mind to wander to a place hidden from sight. A castle where magic lingers in every stone, where the stars shine brighter above tall towers, and where ancient secrets drift through the air like gentle mist. This is Hogwarts, the school of witchcraft and wizardry. Tonight, we will explore its history, its founders, its secrets, and the quiet magic that fills its halls. As you listen, let your body relax. Feel the calm settle into your chest, your shoulders, your hands. Let the rhythm of your breath match the soft pulse of the story. Imagine the Scottish Highlands, rolling hills blanketed in silver fog, the sound of a distant river echoing in the valley. Hidden within that mist, a castle rises, tall and timeless. Its turrets reach for the clouds, and the moonlight dances on the surface of the black lake below. Candles glow softly in high windows. Owls glide silently through the night sky, carrying letters sealed with crimson wax. The castle hums faintly, alive, awake, its walls filled with centuries of memories. If you listen closely, you might hear the faintest whisper, the echo of laughter from long ago, the rustle of robes, the gentle creak of an old staircase that moves on its own. Hogwarts has stood for more than 1,000 years. It has seen ages of peace and moments of great challenge. It has welcomed countless young witches and wizards, each with their own dreams and destinies. And though time passes, the castle remains the same, a place of safety, of learning, of quiet magic. So, close your eyes, dear listener. Let us travel together through the centuries, to the beginning, to the moment when 4 remarkable people decided to build a home for magic. They searched the land for the perfect home, and one day, hidden deep within the mist of the Highlands, they found it. A quiet valley beside a vast black lake, surrounded by mountains that touched the clouds. There, they built a castle, brick by enchanted brick, tower by shimmering tower. The walls rose from the earth. Spells wove themselves into every stone, protecting the castle from unwanted eyes. 2 muggles, it would appear only as a ruin, a whisper of something long forgotten. Within its walls, they created great halls and cozy chambers, libraries that stretched beyond their walls, and staircases that learned to move on their own. Each founder added a piece of themselves to the castle. Godric built the Great Hall, a place where all students could dine together under a ceiling, enchanted to mirror the sky. Rowena filled the halls with knowledge and art, designing rooms that changed shape to fit the needs of each curious mind. Helga filled the kitchens with warmth and food, and enchanted them so that no student would ever go hungry. And Salazar carved secret chambers below the castle, passages that wound deep underground, where knowledge could be kept hidden until the time was right. When the work was done, the castle shone in the moonlight, a wonder of the magical world. They named it Hogwarts, inspired, it's said, by a dream of Rowena's, about a small, magical hog that led her to water Lilla by the lake. 4 years, they taught side by side, guiding generations of young witches and wizards. Godric taught courage and chivalry. Rowena taught logic and wisdom. Helga taught kindness and patience. And Salazar taught ambition and mastery of the magical arts. But as time passed, their differences began to grow. Salazar, though brilliant, began to believe that only those born into wizarding families should study magic, that Muggle-born students brought danger. The others disagreed. Helga, especially, believed that talents and heart mattered most of all. The disagreement deepened, until Salazar, proud and hurt, chose to leave the castle he had helped create. Before he went, he left behind something hidden, a secret chamber beneath the school, one that would remain undisturbed for centuries. Yet even after his departure, the spirit of all four founders endured. Their legacy was woven into the very walls, in the colors of the banners that hung above the Great Hall, in the enchanted hat that bore their voices, and in the unity of every student who passed through the gates. The founders were gone, but their dream lived on, a home for every child with magic in their heart. And so, Hogwarts began its long, unending story, the magic of the castle. As centuries passed, the castle became more than just stone and spell. It became alive. Every brick, every corridor, every staircase seemed to hold a memory, a trace of laughter, a whisper of adventure, a fragment of the founders' enchantments that still glowed softly beneath the surface. Hogwarts is a castle with a mind of its own. Some say it listens, others say it dreams. When a student walks its halls for the first time, the castle seems to sense who they are, shy or bold, curious or cautious, and gently guides them where they're meant to be. The staircases, for example, are never quite still. There are 142 of them, each with a personality as unique as the students who climb them. Some move only when you're not looking. Some shift just enough to lead you to a different landing. Others creaking warning, as if whispering, "Not that way tonight." There are stairs that appear solid until you step on the wrong one, and then, with a soft sigh, you find yourself dangling by your ropes, laughing or groaning as your friends pull you free. At first, it seems frustrating, a maze of turns and tricks, but soon, you learn that this is the castle's way of teaching patience, attention, and trust. The portraits on the walls are alive as well, painted centuries ago by magical artists. Each portrait carries not just color, but the spark of the person within it. They move between frames, visit one another for tea or conversation, and love to share advice, even when it isn't asked for. In the headmaster's office, portraits of former headmasters and headmistresses sleep quietly in their frames, yet when needed, they wake. Their voice is gentle and wise, offering guidance to the one who leads the school. Some portraits laugh often, others watch silently. All of them remember, and in their memory, Hogwarts keeps its past alive. Then there are the ghosts, gentle, shimmering forms that glide through the air like silver mist. They are part of the castle as much as the walls themselves. There is the Grey Lady, proud and mysterious, who drifts through the library shelves with quiet grace. The Fat Friar, cheerful and kind, who never lost his love for feasts and friendship. A nearly headless Nick, forever smiling despite the slight misfortune of his name, who often entertains the younger students with his ghostly tales. Even the Bloody Baron, whose chain-rattling presence once frightened first years, guards his secrets with sorrow rather than anger. Together, they are the quiet spirits of Hogwarts, witnesses to centuries of laughter, discovery, and change. The castle's rooms are full of enchantments. Some are grand and obvious, like the enchanted ceiling of the Great Hall, that mirrors the night sky so perfectly, you might forget there's a roof above your head. Others are small and secret, hidden behind tapestries or tucked away at the end of winding halls. There are classrooms that whisper spells, windows that hum softly when the wind blows, and corridors that smell faintly of chocolate or old parchment. And then, there is the Room of Requirement, a secret room that appears only when it is needed. No one knows when or how it was created. Some say Rowena Ravenclaw herself designed it, a room that listens to thought and desire. When you need a place to hide, it becomes a hiding place. When you need to study, it becomes a quiet library. And when you need to rest, it becomes a warm, safe haven, filled with soft light and comfort. Hogwarts gives what is needed, not what is wanted, but what is truly needed. In the winter, the castle is even more enchanting. Snow blankets the towers and turrets, and the Great Hall fills with warm candlelight. Christmas trees shimmer with golden ornaments, and the scent of cinnamon and pine drifts through the air. The students gather by the fire, sharing laughter, stories, and steaming mugs of cocoa. Outside, owls perch quietly, their feathers dusted with snow. The lake freezes over, reflecting the stars like a sheet of glass. In those moments, it feels as though the entire world has paused to breathe with the castle. Hogwarts is more than a place of learning. It is a living, breathing story, one that wraps around all who enter and stays with them even when they leave. Every corner, every echo, every quiet turn of the hallway holds a touch of magic, waiting for the next curious heart to discover it. The great houses. As the years passed, the students of Hogwarts began to see themselves not only as part of the school, but as part of something deeper, a family within its walls. These families were called the houses, each reflecting the vision of one of the founders. When a new student arrived, they would step forward in the great hall, trembling with excitement beneath the floating candles. As the sorting hat rested gently upon their head, the hat would pause for a moment, humming softly, listening to the thoughts that fluttered through the child's mind. And then, in a warm, whispering voice, it would announce where they belonged. The four houses, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin, each held their own magic, none greater, none lesser, each a reflection of a different kind of strength. Gryffindor, the House of the Lion, was known for courage and daring. Its common room glowed with firelight, walls of red and gold, and windows that looked out across the mountains. Here lived those whose hearts burned bright, who stood up for what they believed in, who faced fear not because they were fearless, but because they chose to be brave despite it. Gryffindors are the ones who leap first and think later, who fight for their friends, who light up every challenge with determination. The echo of Godric's laughter still hums faintly through those warm, bright rooms. Hufflepuff, the House of the Badger, was built on kindness, patience, and loyalty. Their common room rests near the kitchens, a cozy, sunlit place filled with plants, earthy tones, and the scent of honey and freshly baked bread. Hufflepuffs believe that every person matters, that greatness is not in power or fame, but in fairness, friendship, and hard work. They are the ones who lift others up, who listen when no one else does, who love deeply and quietly. To be a Hufflepuff is to see the world with gentle strength, and to build peace in the smallest of ways. Helga's laughter still echoes there, warm, soft, and endlessly kind. Ravenclaw, the House of the Eagle, soars high in a tower that touches the clouds. The air there is cool and clear, filled with the faint scent of parchment and starlight. Its students are seekers of wisdom, thinkers, dreamers, creators. They chase questions not for answers alone, but for the joy of the search itself. The Ravenclaw common room is a sanctuary of thought, where soft blue and bronze light flicker like reflections on water. Books line every wall, and the windows look out over the vast expanse of the night sky. To enter, one must answer a riddle, for Rowena Ravenclaw believed that curiosity and wit open more doors than any key. Within that calm space, ideas drift like constellations waiting to be named. Slytherin, the House of the Serpent, rests beneath the lake, a place of quiet power and cool green light. The walls shimmer faintly with the movement of water above, and shadows ripple like silk. Slytherins are ambitious, focused, and determined. They see the world not as it is, but as it could be. They are the ones who dare to dream bigger, to take paths others fear to tread. Some mistake their drive for darkness, but true Slytherins understand that ambition, when guided by wisdom and compassion, can shape the world for the better. The echo of Salazar's voice still flows through those rooms, calm, measured, and endlessly curious. Though the houses differ, the founders never meant them to divide. They are four rivers, flowing from the same spring, each carrying its own current, each returning to the same sea. In times of joy and hardship alike, Hogwarts reminds every student that courage needs wisdom, wisdom needs kindness, kindness needs ambition, and ambition needs courage. Together, they make something whole. And so, year after year, beneath the ceiling of stars in the Great Hall, the four houses dine together, laughter rises, candles flicker, and the walls hum softly with unity. For Hogwarts, above all things, is one great home, a place where differences are not barriers, but the roots of harmony. By morning, the door will be gone, leaving only a faint shimmer on the wall, as if the castle had decided to dream again. Hogwarts does not reveal its secrets easily. It waits for those who seek not power, but understanding. For in its quietest corners, beneath layers of time and enchantment, Hogwarts whispers lessons no teacher can give, lessons of patience, curiosity, and wonder. And so, each night, as the students sleep, the castle dreams with them, dreaming of magic yet to come, of stories yet to be told. The creatures of Hogwarts, beyond the castle walls, beneath the moon's soft silver glow. The grounds of Hogwarts come alive. The night air carries whispers, rustling leaves, distant hoots, and the quiet rhythm of unseen footsteps. For Hogwarts is not only a home for witches and wizards, it is a sanctuary for countless magical beings, each with their own stories to tell. Let us begin in the Great Hall's rafters, where the owls sleep after a long day's flight. There are hundreds of them, snowy owls, tawny, barn, and eagle owls, their feathers soft as clouds. By day, they deliver letters and parcels to every corner of the wizarding world. By night, they rest together in silence, their golden eyes half closed, their wings folded neatly beside them. The faint sound of their breathing blends with the sighs of the castle itself, a gentle, steady rhythm that keeps the world at peace. Down below, in the kitchens beneath the Great Hall, another kind of life stirs quietly. The house elves, small, kind, and endlessly devoted, tidy the halls, polish the silver, and prepare breakfast long before dawn. They hum softly to themselves as they work, their songs old and gentle, filled with magic that keeps the castle warm and welcoming. Every teacup that floats to a table, every fire that crackles just in time, owes a quiet thanks to these hidden friends. The house elves have been part of Hogwarts since the very beginning, protectors in their own way, bound not by duty, but by love for the home they help sustain. If one listens closely late at night, the sound of their laughter can be heard echoing through the stone halls, light and joyful, like the spark of a candle in the dark. Step outside now, past the courtyard and into the open air. The Black Lake stretches before us, calm and vast, its surface reflecting the stars. Beneath its waters dwell many mysteries, the merpeople, graceful and solemn, their songs hauntingly beautiful, drifting up through the ripples like forgotten lullabies. There are also the giant squid, said to wave playfully at passing students, its long tentacles moving with a slow, sleepy grace, deep within the lake's shadows. Other creatures rest, beings of water and silence, content to remain unseen. Beyond the lake lies the forbidden forest, ancient, vast, and alive with secrets. Its trees rise high into the sky, their branches forming a canopy so thick that even the moonlight struggles to reach the ground. Many are afraid to enter, yet the forest is not simply a place of danger. It is a realm of magic, raw, wild, and deeply old. Here live the centaurs, proud and wise, their eyes like pools of starlight. They read the constellations and whisper prophecies to the wind. To them, time moves differently, not in minutes or hours, but in the turning of seasons and the slow dance of the heavens above. There are unicorns, too, pure and luminous, their coats shining faintly in the dark. They move with the gentleness of dreams, and even the forest seems to hold its breath. When one passes, deep within, other beings stir, thestrals with wings of shadow, seen only by those who understand loss, acromantulas weaving webs, like silver thread among the trees, and botricles, tiny guardians of the forest's wood, peering curiously from behind bark and leaf. Though the forest can be dangerous, it is also sacred, a reminder that not all magic belongs to wands or spells. Some magic simply is, breathing, growing, watching. Even the wind that moves through the trees seems to hum with enchantment, whispering tales of creatures unseen and promises of secrets yet undiscovered. Back at the castle, the night nears its end. The creatures settle, the owls sleep, the elves rest, the centaurs gaze silently toward the fading stars. All of Hogwarts, from its tallest tower to its deepest root, lies in harmony. For in this ancient place, every living thing, human or otherwise, is part of the same story, a story of magic, of wonder, and of peace beneath the stars. The dawn and the magic eternal. The night begins to fade. Beyond the mountains, the first threads of dawn stretch across the sky, soft gold, pale rose, and the faintest shimmer of blue. Hogwarts breathes in quietly, as if waking from a dream. The towers glow with morning light, their ancient stones glistening with dew. The great lake mirrors the awakening sky, rippling gently as the castle's reflection wavers, like a dream slipping away into memory. The owls stir in the rafters, wings unfolding silently. A single one takes flight, gliding past the open windows, greeting the dawn with a soft call. Deep in the forest, the unicorns retreat to the shadows, their silver coats glimmering one last time, before disappearing among the trees. The centaurs lift their gaze from the fading stars, their voices low and rhythmic, an ancient song to honor the coming day. Inside the castle, the portraits awaken, some yawn and stretch in their frames. Others resume quiet conversations, left unfinished the night before. In the kitchens, the first clatter of breakfast begins, the warm scent of bread rising, the gentle whistle of teapots, and the quiet hum of house elves, preparing the feast to come. The great hall begins to glow, candles float once more in the air, and the enchanted ceiling brightens to mirror the morning sky. Soon, laughter and footsteps will fill the corridors again. Students will hurry to classes, books in hand, wands tucked safely away. Professors will greet them with knowing smiles, and the day will unfold, like countless others before it, full of learning, curiosity, and the quiet hum of magic. Yet for now, there is stillness, the final hush before the world awakens. The castle stands in gentle silence, its stones warm beneath the new sunlight. Every wall, every archway, every hidden corridor holds centuries of laughter, friendship, and hope. Hogwarts has seen generations come and go, young witches and wizards who arrived as strangers and left as part of something greater. The magic of this place is not only in its spells, nor in the creatures who call it home. It lives in the memories shared, in the courage found, and in the quiet belief that wonder never truly fades. Even when the halls fall silent, even when the lights dim, the castle remembers. It holds every story, every dream, and every heartbeat of those who loved it. And so, as dawn warms the horizon, Hogwarts rests once more, Its magic hums softly beneath the stone, eternal, gentle, waiting for new laughter, new footsteps, and new stories to begin. But for now, it dreams, and as you rest, you dream with it. You drift through its candlelit corridors, across its sunlit towers, through its secret chambers and enchanted forests, safe, calm, at peace, for a Hogwarts, dear listener, will always be here, waiting beyond the mist, between the stars and the sunrise, always magical, always home. Good night, and may your dreams be filled with light.